How's it going, guys? Welcome back to GKP. Well, we've managed to find out what's been coming around the pond, so I'm going to tag in a little bit of a video at the beginning, and then we're going to hand over to Daz down at the DKF so he can show us a little bit of the progress report and a bit of an update of what he's got going on down there. So, usual thing, I'll get back to you in a tick. Have a look here, guys. There's our summer. Look at these. Now we know what's been in the garden. And the tracks that go all the way down there. But I now know that it was a heron that's been much done, because it's come up here into the garden and down to the mini pond. Yeah, so there you go. It's pretty obvious that it's been the heron that's been coming around all this time. It's got to have been the heron that actually ate the goldfish out of the mini pond. All the little prints that you could see around are from our sonny when we had him out the night before, so he'd been out into the garden on the evening as it was snowing. That was what we found when we got back home from work the following day. Hopefully, fingers crossed, now we've managed to get both the ponds fully netted off properly, then that shouldn't be the last of it. And we've had a couple of more snow flurries over the last couple of days, and we've had no more fresh new prints for the garden, so he's not been back up to press. Anyway, enough doom and gloom. Let's hand over to Daz down at the DKF and see what he's got in store for us. Welcome back to the GKP. We're down on the farm today. We've had a bit of snow. It's getting to that time of year. In fact, we've had quite a bit of snow. You can see where it's come off the polytunnel. Oh, it's very dark in here. Fish don't seem to mind though. Everybody seems happy enough. Even the goldfish. Like a winter wonderland. Yeah, that's quite a bit of snow. Well, it is from here. We don't tend to get much snow in the middle. But that's a fox. Even with a 6-foot fence all round, the blooming fox has still managed to get in. It's starting to melt a bit now, getting up to midday. Right, back to the scene of devastation. Today, I'm going to be cutting up some of those piles of logs, getting it cleared, ready for polytunnel number 3. It's going to go about there somewhere. Right, I better crack on. Get my chainsaw gear on. Start cutting some of those up, and then I'm going to split some with the splitting axe. I shall crack on and catch you later. Right, I'll start cutting these up. My chainsaw ready. Chainsaw gear on. Have a cup of hot chocolate. I've just been throwing snowballs at the bloody heron. He's been trying to get some of me fry. Nothing
really exciting, just a few mirror carp hybrids in one of those tanks, even though it's got a net on the top. The bloody Heron keeps trying to get them. So yeah, I didn't get a direct hit unfortunately, but scared him off for the time being. Right, I'm going to put you on a bit of time lapse and let's start getting through some of these logs. First lot cut up. There's a bit of splitting with the old splitting axe. Just to show you what a splitting axe is. A splitting axe is a fat, heavy axe with a very sharp, tapered head, which splits this pointy end, hits the log, splits the log apart, and as you continue to drive it in, it splits it wide open, whereas a normal felling axe, which is much thinner, it just gets stuck in the log, whereas it pushes its way through and splits it, sort of explodes it open. It's a good way to get warm on a winter's day. Right, set it up here. Hopefully the camera won't get killed in friendly fire. The logs tend to fly everywhere. Vicky's got a fancy hydraulic one. We've got to wait for the hydraulic to go in and it'll reset itself. Sometimes, especially where you get a side branch, it's hard to split them. They resist. You just have to hit them harder. starting to get a bit repetitive. Let's put this on a fast forward. First pile of logs processed, all split and stacked, dry them out, ready for use. As you can see, we've still got 3 more big piles to get through. The light's starting to go now. I think I'm going to call it a day. It's getting me warm anyway. Yeah, that's one patch gone. That one to do next, and that one, and then that one. And the idea behind all this is, it's not just random tree felling catastrophe. Planning to put a polytunnel down this end, either that way or going that way out into the garden, depends which way works best. And these logs are going to be free fuel. I've been looking into it regarding log burners because there's lots of negativity. A lot of people saying, oh, the councils and government are clamping down, you can't do this, you can't do that. Well, I checked it up, and in our area we are covered under a smokeless zone, so you can use a log burner, but you have to have a DKF approved one, which has got some kind of special plate in it that allows it to burn efficiently and less smoke. So I shall look into getting one. Don't get me wrong, they're not cheap, they're a couple of thousand I think for a decent one, but long term, the amount of trees I'm always cutting down, all this free fuel, it seems pointless just burning it on the bonfire. I might as well be burning it, eating my fish or the house. So that's the purpose behind it, and it gets all this lot out of the way, and then that'll make room for the polytunnel, which is not just for fish. I'm not going to tell you what else it's for, but yeah, you'll have to wait and see. So if you've enjoyed this bit of filming, could you like, share and subscribe to Gazza's Koi Pond, please? Thanks for watching.